Hi guys, so this is the three faces of the men that have been trying to sabotage me over the last 8 years. Mason Antonio Fardo, who I call Mr. Hollywood, thinks he's a rising star and likes to put other actors down, especially me. He likes to put up public posts about me and tell people not to work with me. He likes to tell people that my films are shit, yet he watches every one that I do. He's also got his little pet monkey, Andy Howarth, involved. Now, I don't know this Andy Howarth, but I've seen a few videos of him and he looks like he was dropped on his head as a baby. There's not much food at the picnic, if you get what I'm saying. So this Andy Howarth yesterday was all over the internet calling me a slag. I have no idea what his issue is because I've never met the guy, never even spoken to him. But obviously looking through Facebook, you can see who people are connected to. And as you can see here, Mason and Clark Tribe are very good friends. And here you've got Andy, their little pet monkey. So these are the three men that have been going around the internet trying to sabotage everything that I've done over the last 8 years. They slander me to anyone that will listen. And the really annoying, frustrating thing is the amount of strangers they manage to rope in that will actually sit there enabling these abusive men. Now, Mason, Clark and Andy Howarth have got to be well over, well, I know Mason's in his 50s. The other two have got to be well over 45. So, yeah, this is the kind of behaviour I've been getting. You can see just by the way Mason talks about me that his incentive is to try and ostracize me so that I can't continue to do what makes me happy. I have no idea what other reason Mason, Clark and Andy would have to try and cause a bad reputation on me and try and get strangers to hate on me. It's disgusting. And when you really look into these people, look at their backgrounds, you'll see that Mason is not Mr. Hollywood. He's done a little tiny small scene on the Ruford film. He done the drugs game with his little mate Clark Tribe, and then he had a lucky break getting onto a bit of the Gentleman series, and that's it. So for Mason to be going around trying to make out like he's Mr. Hollywood, let's just say most of us can see through the bullshit. And when you've got friends like Andy Howarth, if that's the kind of intellect you're keeping, that says a lot about you. And for Clark Tribe, somebody that's been in prison for attacking women, attempted murder and drug charges, I think I made the right choice in moving away from these people all those years ago. It's just a shame they can't leave me alone to get on with my life. So the last bit of this video is a personal message to Mason Antonio Fardo, Clark Tribe and Andy Howarth. Your words have absolutely no effect on me whatsoever. And by doing the posts that you've done recently, you're really showing yourself for what you are. You see, it's not professional for 50-year-old men to be slagging, abusing women online in public group chats. It's not professional for actors to be enticing strangers to hate on people. What your game is to try and spread lies about me, to try and ostracize me so that you can win the game because you're upset that I didn't want to continue working with you 7 years ago. That's the truth of it. And I put it to Mason, if he has all of this evidence of all these terrible things I've done to him, like giving his friend 2 heart attacks and trying to run him over in a car, I would really love him to upload that evidence. Because it seems that Mason's got a lot to say about me and the things I've done, but he doesn't have any evidence. Yet I have screenshots, text messages, voicemails of all the manipulative, gaslighting, crazy shit that this guy has done to me. And he's doing it all for his little boy Clark. And his little pet monkey, Andy, gets involved because, let's be honest, Andy hasn't really got any friends. And he feels quite lucky to have someone like Mason as a friend because he believes Mr. Hollywood's stories and he thinks by being friends with Mason, it might get him somewhere. They're all a delusional bunch of arseholes, and I am so glad I got away from him all those years ago. But I want them all to know it doesn't matter what they do, it doesn't matter what they say about me. You're never going to be able to have control over me, and you're never going to be able to destroy the things I work on. because the people that do know me and that do work with me, they know that you're a lying little shitbag. All three of you. And you only have to look at your lifestyles to see the truth. Mason's keeping company like Andy Howarth. It just goes to show the intellect that he surrounds himself with, really. And then Clark Tribe with his drug offences and beating women up, and yeah, nice group of lads. Thing is, a lot of people look at Mason and for some reason they think he's this Hollywood superstar when it's bullshit, fantasy. I'm the only one that's got the balls to say it, apparently. You see, there were a lot of people at Dave Courtney's party that night that saw the way Clark Tribe treated me. And the next day, they still decided to ostracise me and go off with Clark. They still decided to enable his abuse online and like Mason's posts when he's slagging me off. These actors know exactly who they are. And I think you're fucking disgusting. Louise Seaton, Craig John Hamilton, Stu Armstrong, Aaron Twin, my rapist, Stacey Fordham, Christopher Smith that stole my film. These are all the little flying monkeys of Mason and Clark Tribe who like to enable the abuse publicly online. I tried to warn people what the firm fella were and what they were doing to girls. I even found a video of Dave Courtney admitting he would rather be a rapist than a grass. He also admits that he can understand rape if a man has got a hard-on, and yet people still choose to call me a liar. These men know the truth. They all think the same. They're disgusting, vile, misogynistic monsters, predators within the film industry.
That's about as serious as you could possibly say. You know, I'd rather be a fucking rapist than a grass. At least another man who gets an hard on goes, well, I can half understand that.